Hi guys, welcome to a video on how to make houseplant soil. So I get asked this question quite a lot, which is what kind of soil do I use for houseplants? How do I make it? What's the preferred mix? So in this video, I'm going to take you through that. I'm going to show you what products I use, I'm going to show you how I mix it, and we're going to talk about the benefits of the elements that I use to mix it. So the first bit I get from Poundland is compressed coco coir. So I get it from Poundland because it's a pound and because it's in nice blocks like this. So when they have it, I buy like 15, 20 of them. And what you do is you fill it with water and it expands. Just follow the instructions on that. Here's actually an expanded bag, or half an expanded bag in here that I'm going to use when we get all muddy. I also use regular multi-purpose compost. Any brand will do. I'm just using Miracle-Gro at the moment. And then I use perlite. I don't use the Semolite or whatever it's called. It just retains way too much water and gets soggy. Perlite is what I use. I mean, you can put grit in there if you want, but I use this because it's really easily accessible to me. So, let me get the table ready and we're going to get all up and muddy and zoom you in a little bit and mix all the mud like some children, and then you're going to see what it looks like. So, yeah, I'll get onto that. Okay guys, here we are. I'm ready to get muddy, squishy with you guys. So the ingredients I've got out, say ingredients like we're baking a cake, we're making a mud pie, is I've got the normal multi-purpose compost just here, and here I've got the perlite, got quite a bit of that, so I'll show you how much to put in. And my favourite stuff, the coco coir. So it just feels and smells really good. So I really think a lot of plants should have this stuff. So I'm going to pop some of that out. Clumps. So you can see it on there. Now what's good about coco coir is you can really tell when the soil is dry, so it completely changes colour. I find that really useful. I don't water my plants on a schedule, but this sort of does give me some idea that the soil is starting to go dry. It's really fibrous as well. It's got lots of like coconut hairs going through it as well, so it allows the air to breathe. It is good, and I think everybody should start using it. It's also sustainable. So when you're buying coconut products, the leftover waste is turned into coco coir. So get out there and get some. And also when you buy plants from garden centres and nurseries and all that, most of their stuff's actually potted up in this, or larger clumps of it. Anyway, I'm going to start mixing up, and you can kind of see the amount that I go for. I'll put it in this bowl, and then you can see how I do it. So I sort of go for 70% or 80% coco coir, just doing the mud first. 70%, 80% coco coir to multi-purpose compost. So just put like 2, 3 big handfuls of that in here, and then I'm just going to put a little bit of multi-purpose in here. So I've just put multi-purpose in there just because it's got some other fibres in it. It's got, some of them have got bark in it and things like that. It's got higher nutrients in it as well. And obviously multi-purpose sometimes has those little beads in it as well with the nitrogen and the things to help get the plant started. So that's probably all I'm going to put in there for the soil and coco coir mix. Again, in my mind this is sort of 70%, 30%. So 70% coco, 30% regular potting soil and multi-purpose compost. And then I just sort of add in the perlite to look. So I use my eyes to see what it looks like, and I'm going to get the kind of colour and texture that it's meant to look like. So I'm just going to chuck loads of it in there right now. It is quite dusty, so don't get it in your eyes, it's gritty. Just mix it in. I mean, this is probably looking good at the moment already. Yeah, it's great to get well, mix it up. It feels really good. You can buy this pre-made, but I just find it so much more satisfying to do it myself. And I can always build it up whenever I need it. I can adjust the measurements for different plants. But what I've got here right now, if you have a look at that, in there is what I would use for regular houseplants. So I'm going to do some other videos on orchid mixtures, cactus mixtures, so keep an eye out for those. But this is what I do for every houseplant I've got in here, in this house. So yeah, so if you want to find out some more videos, subscribe. Also look up on my Instagram, which has got regular updated content on there, probably daily, with some tips and some cool pictures of plants. So yeah, thank you.